Okay, I'm on a roll today, so I'm going to jump straight into my second video here. So, as you all know, the Dragons Collide structure deck just came out. So I decided that I ordered 3 copies of the structure deck, and I put a deck together. This is just my version 1 build. I'm actually probably going to change this later today, and I might even record a version 2 build immediately as soon as I do that. So, let's just get started with my version 1 of my Dragons Collide. So we'll start this off with 3 Light Pulsar Dragon. If you don't know what he does, he's got a Chaos Sorcerer summon a condition, removing 1 light, 1 dark from your graveyard. You can special summon him from your grave by discarding 1 light and 1 dark from your hand. Interesting there. When he's sent from the field to graveyard, you can target 1 level 5 or higher dragon in your grave and special summon him. Really good effect, really awesome. It's a really good card, I have to say. But I feel like he's not quite as good as his brother. 3 Dark Flare Dragons. Yeah, Dark Flare Dragon. Same first summon condition. He doesn't have the special summon from the graveyard effect. But once per turn, you can send 1 Dragon type monster from your hand and 1 Dragon type monster from your deck to the graveyard. Then target 1 card in either graveyard and banish it. That is good because I like to combo this effect off with the card one of the next few cards I want to show you, but it's not coming right up just yet. But his one effect does fuel to combos with my 3 Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragons. Red Eyes Darkness Metal Dragon, special summon him by removing from play 1 dragon monster on your side of the field. Once per turn, you can special summon 1 dragon from your from your hand or grave, except Red Eyes Darkness Metal. Really good card. Stupid good if you ask me. Yeah, I run a lot of big monsters in this build, which is probably one of the main reasons I'm going to change it. I've actually not run into problems with it, but I have a feeling they could come up in the future, so I'd rather make changes now than wait till something stupid happens and I lose badly because of it. So, my next monster is triple Eclipse Wyvern. Eclipse Wyvern is a really good card. He's worded like Tour Bus. Well, first off, his effect is when this card is sent to the graveyard, banish 1 level 7 or higher light or dark monster from your deck. If this card in the graveyard is banished, you can add the monster banished by this effect to your hand. So, unfortunately, the way my deck is built, it only has a couple targets, but those targets are too good. Like, this card is too good, and it's a 1600 beater, so it doesn't quite beat over Tengu, but it's still really good. And then its effect is worded like Tour Bus and Dandelion, so if he's used for an Exceed and Detached, or even if he's like just sent from the deck to the graveyard, his effect still goes off, which is really good. And this deck has a lot of removals, so his effect will be going off quite a bit. Next, I run 3 Divine Dragon, a Porkylie? How do you pronounce that last word? It's a new card from Order of Chaos. Discard 1 card from your hand, select 1 dragon type monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. Good way to recycle dead monsters, I have to say. I'm thinking about probably cutting some of him though. Then I run 2 Prime Material Dragons. Good card. I might drop him to 1 because he's a great card. While he's facing on the field, if any effect that would inflict damage to a player increases their life by the same amount. Instead, during either player's turn, when a spell trap effect or a monster's effect activates that will destroy a monster of the field, you can send 1 card from your hand to the graveyard, negate the activation, and destroy it. So, I actually really like this card because, like, even though you don't see it played too much, if your opponent if you randomly play a volcanic deck, I don't know, and it's like, hey, use Blaze Accelerator's effect. This can stop Blaze Accelerator. A lot of cards actually can't once the card's on the board, so that's really good. I play 2 Summoner Monk, only non-dragon in my main deck. I might take these out, I don't know, because Summoner Monk, I like the combos I can make, because if I open Summoner Monk, like Pyre Duality or something random like that I'm not going to use, and Red Eyes Darkness Metal, what I can do is I can go Summoner Monk, change the defense, ditch the duality that I'm not going to use, add my special summon my Dragon Apocalypse, remove my Dragon Apocalypse, special summon Red Darkness Metal's effects, special summon some other random dragon in my hand. It's got some nice plays. And then Dark Arm Dragon, I can search him pretty well, and he's pretty darn stupid good, I have to say. Next, I got my spell lineup, which is a lot of my deck right here. 2 MSTs, obvious. 2 different dimension reincarnation. This card is really good, and it's just really good when you're removing stuff a lot. 2 gold sarcophagus. I use these kind of to combo different dimension reincarnation a lot because their effects together makes them for some stupid combos. 2 power duality adds consistency. Easy card to drop for summoner monk if you need to. 1 heavy. 1 book. 1 reborn. 1 hole. Now my trap lineup, I don't like my trap lineup at all for this deck. I really do want to fix this up. It's a pretty bad lineup, I'll admit. First off, 2, the huge revolution is over. Now, this is a very interesting card. It just came out in Order of Chaos. What the card does is it's basically Starlight Road in counter trap form, and it can't be warninged. Like Starlight Road, there's a lot of ways to stop Starlight Road that don't need to be like counter traps. Like, okay, most of them are counter traps, but there's a few cards like your opponent can go Starlight Road and you can activate freaking Royal Decree, and the Starlight Road just goes. Your opponent can activate Starlight Road, you activate Trap Stun, the Starlight Road goes. No, this you gotta have the Judgment, you gotta have the Bribe, which I don't think anyone plays right now. It's only so many ways you can stop this. That's why I like it, because I like to overextend in like decks like this. Play Deuce Compulsion, good card, always good. I've actually forced my opponent to waste an Honest on nothing with this card. Because what I've done is my opponent was playing Agents. I summoned a monster, attacked into his Earth. I've had a feeling he had the Honest in hand. He dropped Honest, bounced to Earth. So yes, he gets another search with the Earth, but he just lost like one of his most valuable trick cards. I'd rather him just get another search with the Earth than him have that Honest, honestly. 1 Mirror Force, great card. 1 Bottomless Trap Hole, love it. 1 Call of the Haunted, good card. 1 Toronto Tribute, good card. Now, this is just the version 1 of this deck. Leave some comments what you think. I'm definitely changing this deck up. I like what it can do, but I want to make it a little more consistent, give it a few better plays. You know, it's not bad. The stuff in that structure deck was not bad. Like you got some really good reprints. Like you got another Dark Arm reprint. You got that Lila reprint everyone's been begging for. Got another Raikou reprint, Charge reprint. Pretty good stuff, I will admit. But then they had the Blue Eyes White Dragon, yeah, collector's edition. No, just no. But I digress. So that's it for my Dragons Collide deck. My Chaos Dragon version 1. I'm probably going to change it later tonight. I might drop 1 Light Pulsar Dragon out because I'd rather have Dark Flare more than Light. Like, I can already see stuff that I'd be really wanting to drop out of here. There's just some other, and there's other cards that I wish I had that I could put in here. Like Dodger Dragon. That card is amazing. 1900 attack, and your opponent can't activate counter traps for their turn. That's just dandy right there. Alright, so I don't think I'm done for this video. Y'all have a good day. Peace out.